The problem with women of today is they somehow have convinced themselves, or they're oblivious to it, or they are aware of it and they don't care, that how they are presenting, they are advertising to the man that I am only for temporary pleasure. They don't realize that saying that, oh yeah, I went to the bar last night and I got bombed. Well, you have no business even going to the bar or drinking, to a point that you are, showing off to your friends that you were drunk as though it's an accomplishment. It's not okay to be covered in tattoos. It's not okay to have piercings on your nose and your ear and your tongue and your lip and God knows where else. It's not okay. Just because others are doing it and just because it has somehow become sort of acceptable, it's not okay. And you know why? Just because you are even being accepted by other men who are equally tattooed and pierced and whatever, they are not taking you seriously. The ones who are taking you seriously, they are not worthy men. They are not men of quality. They are not the type of man that you and I both know you are dreaming to have. The men that have made something of themselves, that they have high paying jobs or high earning businesses, the men who have options, the men who are coming from solid families where there was a father and a mother, and they are educated and they're worldly, they're high quality, they know how to groom themselves, they know how to dress, they know how to hold a conversation, they are a man of the world. They are not going to settle for some woman that goes to bar and has dated 6 men in the last 2 weeks. They're just not going to do that. So the problem is what you think is okay, it's not. It's not. That's why you're being rejected. That's why you're being ghosted, because the guy, goes out with you and says, yeah, well, she's nice and, she's, it'll be nice to have, 15 minutes in bed with her, but it's not worth putting up with all the other BS that I have to put up through. So this is why most of the times where you're being ghosted, you're being, you after the first date, you're being dropped. Or after the worst one night stand or 2 night stand or extended 1 night stand, you're being dropped, or you're never taken seriously from the very beginning, but you're not told it. You think man is gonna tell you, oh, I'm only interested in you for quick sex, and then after that, I'm gonna go on with 5 other girls that I'm fielding right now, of equal character as yourself, none of which I'm taking serious. That's the hardcore reality that no one's gonna tell you, but I am telling you here and now. And I know for most of you women are gonna say, oh, yeah, tattoo, I love it and I'm gonna get some more. Go right ahead. Go right ahead. Get more tattoos, get more piercings, but prepare to one day come on the camera because you have no other friends, cry and lament why you're lonely, why you have to do the groceries for one, why your only friend is a pet and a bottle, why you have no man in your life, no man of quality, and a long list of ones who have gone and left. Jockeys that were there before me, as the song says. So go right ahead. The fastest way to get what you want in life is giving others what they want. I want to tell you one thing more before I go. Put yourself in the place of a man who's made something of himself, knows his value, knows what he's worth, and knows what he has to offer another human being. And on one hand, he sees a girl that's talking like a streetwalker, dressed like a streetwalker, covered in tattoo, or has tattoos of any amount on her body, because it doesn't matter. Okay, overt means you are really mentally disturbed. But if you have tattoos on your body of any kind, it really is not a good sign. It's not a good sign. Piercings and all that. On one hand, he has a girl like that. On the other hand, he goes to a cafe one morning and he sees one young woman, very pretty, with a beautiful hair, a nice adequate makeup, 0 tattoos, very well behaved. She's working a normal job, could be a hairdresser, could be working in a cafe, working in a restaurant as a waitress, whatever, some menial job. Do you really think he's gonna go for that, a young, fresh woman? Or is he gonna go with someone that's been around the block about 555 times and talks like a you-know-what, and dresses like a you-know-what, and has all kinds of claims and false beliefs and false values placed on herself and thinks that she deserves the very best? beer budget and a champagne taste. What would, if you were in the place of that man, which one would you pick? Honestly, which one would you go for? Would you go for one with the high mileage and a different color fenders and damaged good? Or would you go with one that's nice and fresh, well behaved, well groomed, with her head down, polite, graceful? Which one would you go for? Honestly. And then let that be the answer to your question why you were ghosted. All the best.